Now let's go to Trey for today's essentials.
Hey guys, well, September is National Preparedness Month. It's a time used to remind community members of the importance of being prepared in case of an emergency or natural disaster. And this school officials say the school lost power over the weekend and crews are still working to restore it. All other Fort Bend ISD schools are still open. Morning headlines. The search for two missing Baytown teens may be over after two bodies were found yesterday afternoon. Shannon, we know that everyone's thinking of the COVID-19 pandemic. It's hard not to. But that's exactly the reason local officials want to raise more awareness about getting ready for hurricane season. A man's body was found Saturday morning around 11 a.m. We're told the 24-year-old was from Katy. Officials say he was at the island with his brother and four friends, although his identity has not been released. And now calls are growing louder for answers regarding a missing soldier out of Fort Hood. Now, Vanessa Guillen was last seen on April 22nd around 1 p.m. in the parking lot of her squadron headquarters. Some breaking news out of Austin this morning. Officials have confirmed their first two presumptive positive cases of COVID-19 in Travis County. So before you read something on Facebook or some other social media platform and start reposting it, check a credible source first so that you don't go spreading misinformation. Well, just this week, Fort Bend ISD was the first school district in our area to announce that they would not be returning to in-person instruction for the remainder of the school year. Now, Dr. Dupree broke down for me how they came to that decision and his message to parents who aren't happy with it. No, well, Sherrod, you actually said it perfectly. It's a new normal that we're all getting used to. So a lot of people don't really know what to do or who to report it to if they see a business not following county or state orders.
Right.
And it's barely May, Sherrod.
I know.
Yeah, it was a heated afternoon with two very different viewpoints. So this was the mayor's fourth State of the City address.
And break it down in more detail, Trey.
Yeah, it's important to note also this also applies to cats as well, so very important to note. But the dog that tested positive for COVID-19 wasn't just any dog, it was actually a pug. And Shannon and Sharon, another important thing to mention, the dogs and cats may look really cute to viewers at home, but it's also really, really important to remind people that before they go to adopt, to make sure that they're ready for a dog and cat, because it's a lot of responsibility and we certainly don't want to see any of them back at shelters or even worse on the streets.
Right.
So, yeah, that's right. So it's summer, but they got a lot going on right now. So HISD says that they're exploring the option of a year-round 11-month academic calendar. Now they say this will allow more flexibility on a school start date and additional. Shannon, Sharon, that's right. We do a lot to prepare for a storm, but oftentimes in all that chaos, it's those without voices, our four-legged friends, that can get left behind.
As soon as you start hearing about people displaced, you hear about their animals.
Lynette Bodmer with the Bark Animal Shelter recalls just how they started getting ready 2 years ago, even before Harvey hit.
And I was actually talking to someone about they bought life vests for their dogs. In the event that with water starts coming into the home, you put those on your dogs so that they're safe and they can stay afloat. God forbid, water
And
comes
do
in.
it now, people, not when the storm's coming.
All right, thank you so
Really
much.
is. So actually, Brittany Parnell has one really fascinating story from fighting COVID-19 here in Houston, going into quarantine, and then being drafted to the epicenter of the outbreak, New York City.
The once busy streets of New York, now practically empty. These pictures taken and given to us by Brittany Parnell. She was born and raised in Houston, graduated from Chamberlain College of Nursing, and has been working at Houston Methodist for about 4 years now. That's when she first came in contact with COVID-19 by a coworker who tested positive.
Hey, that's right, guys. Well, the parent that we spoke with is a wife, mother, and self-proclaimed ally and advocate for the LGBTQ community. That's why when she found out about the comments a board member made, she knew that she needed to do something.
Louder, and I'll be at every single board meeting until he decides to apologize to the people that he hurt.
Now, we reached out to Mr. Inman and Conroe ISD, but we have yet to hear back from them. We'll let you know if we do. It really is. So I actually sat down with Ariane Burley. Now, she's an English teacher at Jack Yates High School. Now, that's the school that George Floyd went to. And she talked to me about the importance of Black literature in her classroom, how she's bringing our current events to her students, and why she says the Black Lives Matter movement feels different this time around.
In the future, I would just love to see less hashtag justice for insert Black person's name. And I think that's what, I think everybody's tired of it. They're tired of that rhetoric, they're tired of the narrative, they're tired of the police brutality and the racism as much as we are.
Hey guys, welcome back to Morning Dose. One last look at weather before we go. If you're headed out the door right now, temperatures in the 70s, but they're going to quickly go up as the day progresses. We'll top out in the mid to upper 80s, and moving into the weekend, pretty much the same. Lots of warm weather, mild temperatures in the morning, warm temperatures in the afternoon, and by next week, temperatures in the 90s. So just heating up. If a lab test result proves that the evidence seized has a THC level of more than 0.5 Sharon and Shannon, over to you guys.
All right, thank you so much.
Oh, actually, take it back. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye-bye.